Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Any fucking way. Wow.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Just little old me saying a little old thing. You got water on your nose.
That's fine.
I hope it's water anyways. I did leave you alone in this room for a few minutes, so.
Where'd it go? Oh, hair gel. I need some hair gel.
Jesus. That's going back like 20-something years.
Is it 20 years ago that
it was,
movie came out?
I think it was like 01 to 04, somewhere in there.
Mm.
So, I mean, it's back when Ben Stiller still had like brown hair. Now he's like super gray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
His wife's hot, so who cares? How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing very good. Saw some weird stuff in the news, but otherwise I'm doing good.
Mm.
So we try to go to this podcast cafe thing that happens at our local library once a month, just to support other podcasters in our area.
Yeah.
And all of that. And then, of course, new podcasters coming in, they can ask us questions like, what have you ran into? My brain, it hurts. Right? So John,
Mr.
John, he brought up the fact about this Netflix deal. And I was just like, I kind of dismissed it because it's just like, I don't want to get over anxious or overzealous about something. It's why I don't invest my brain in too many things anymore. Because look what happened. I invested my mind in Stranger Things and look what happened. Not ready to talk about it. We'll talk about that later. But it's how it goes.
Yeah.
So anyways, but I did do a little research. And here's the thing. So I typed in Netflix to buy, and it brings up this story of a director who defrauded Netflix out of $11 million.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm like, what in the holy hell is this?
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at it and I looked it up. So there's this director, and his name is Carl Eric Rinsch. Right? He is the guy who directed. He's considered to be a Kubrick. I think it's like a Kubrick protege or something. Anyways,
okay. I want to be Kubrick. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He directed the movie 47 Ronin.
Okay.
Now, 47 Ronin, although it was a good film, and we love Keanu Reeves, and I love the other actors in it, and I thought it actually had the brilliance of being a really good historical type story, it flopped majorly because there was production delays, there was published delays, there was a lot of inconsistencies throughout the movie, so it's why it kind of had that jerky appeal to it or whatever.
I've not seen that movie. I watched the other movie that came out like in the 90s, very early 2000s. Yeah, I watched that too, but no. It's just called Ronin. Mm-hmm. And it has Robert De Niro in it. Mm-hmm. And it's got Robert De Niro. It's got the dude who played the professional, Louis the Professional. It's got that dude in it. Uh-huh. And then it's got Sean Bean, I want to say. One of the dudes from
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, the dude who
Eddard Stark?
Yeah.
Sean Bean. You got it right the first time.
Sean Bean. Okay.
Good job. Good brain.
Sean Bean, no head.
He plays some interesting characters. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. To be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe I've seen part of it, maybe not.
If I remember correctly, it's like a heist movie.
Mm-hmm.
But Robert De Niro plays this dude who's like super into antiquity. Mm-hmm. And he's got this huge diorama with miniatures of basically the 47 Ronin story, their assault on this castle or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, this is... I've only seen the movie one time over the course of 3 days. I had to kind of watch it interrupted because I was doing a lot of different things at the time. But I don't know how much of the 47 Ronin story it is actually truly based on.
Yeah.
But it is the story of the 47 Ronin who did have to self-sacrifice for their misdeeds.
Yeah.
Anyways, Keanu Reeves, all these great guys in it. So this guy, this Rinsch guy, yeah, I think you would say Rinsch, Rinsch.
Yeah.
Heil Rinsch. So anyways, so he directs this movie. Lots of issues there. Lots of, like, when you do the research on this guy, they're like, I don't understand why anybody gave that guy money because he doesn't have an eye for anything. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, he has an eye, ear, or mouth for something because I'm telling you, Keanu Reeves agreed to sign on as a producer for this dude because he presented this story to Netflix, right?
Okay.
And he said he had this idea of doing this show. He had a couple of different ideas, but one of them was like this one. It was called White Knight. It's been called a couple of different things. Anyways, he looked at it as something that was going to be like a long-term investment, like Star Wars, have the potential to be the next Star Wars or Game of Thrones. So this dude like talks a big game, right?
Okay.
And Netflix buys it hook, line, and sinker, and they agree that he'll get a $44 million budget.
Okay.
Okay. So they give this guy $44 million. Now, apparently, he has filmed a bunch of it on 2 different continents, but he ran out of money.
Okay.
Now, what I can't figure out is if you're given $44 million, how do you run out of money in basically 14 months?
So it's not uncommon for movies to be hundreds of millions of dollars now.
That's true.
So $44 million is like a drop in the bucket.
It is. In a big scheme of thing, it really is. But $44 million was supposed to be the budget, I believe, for 2 seasons. You haven't even completed filming the first season, and you're already, out of the money.
Yeah.
So he emails... This guy's off his rocker. I don't even have a nicer way to say it. This guy is fucking off of his rocker. Listen, he got convicted because what happened is, so he ran out of money. So he's emailing back and forth with Netflix executives and they're like, show us the product, justify this money. And he would send them, a few minutes clips of what he'd already filmed, which was, quote, okay by industry standard. $44 million. I better see at least a full hour of content with me going, that is worth it. The guy talks a bigger game than he does, right?
Yeah.
So he would send them 2-3 minute clips of stuff that he did. And it was all pretty much the same stuff, right? So finally, he's just like, yep, I got to have more money. There's nothing I can do. Just the costs were through the roofs because of little delay issues. It's not my fault. It's everybody else's fault. It's the actor's fault. It's the vendor's fault. It's everybody's fault but mine.
Yeah.
It's not me. Give me more. So Netflix, after they argued with him for the better part of 8 months or a year, finally give him some money to finish the production, get us the first season here now, show us your work on the second season, get it to us so we can get it out there. Now, I want to remind you, this started in 2014. The negotiated started in 2014.
Wow. Okay.
The money came through 2000. They reached all their agreements once Keanu Reeves signed on as a producer in, I believe, 2016. They started releasing the money in 2017, 2018. By late 2018, early 2019, he's out of $44 million with nothing essentially to show for it. At this point, if you, as we learned earlier, can believe anything you read, right? So we're going back 6, almost 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was, Netflix themselves said that he was paid $44 million for a sci-fi TV show that was named White Horse. In late 2019 and early 2020, more money was demanded. So throughout 2019 into early 2020, he's demanding more money. That late 2019, they say, okay, we'll get you more, right?
Yeah.
Coronavirus happens. And this guy is a little bit off of his rocker because he emailed Netflix executives. He emails executives and he was just like, hey, I've got a way to map the coronavirus emanating from within the Earth's core.
Okay. What the fuck?
No matter what you think, I myself, he, this is how he worded it, he speaks of himself in third party, he is of sound mind and body. I am. He made a post on Instagram in 2023 that he refuses to respond to questions for the New York Times article. And the article that was coming out that would discuss the fact that I somehow lost my mind when, spoiler alert, I did not. That is what he put out on X.
Wow.
So this whole time, he gets the money, 2019, 2020, coronavirus, sure, shuts things down for a year, whatever. Okay, 2021, where's the shit you already filmed a few years ago? We're in the editing process. Where is all this stuff? It's all in the editing process. It's not here. So Netflix, or their insurers, or somebody, because one article says one thing, one article says another. Either way, it doesn't matter. Executive shareholders say, we want an accounting because at this point, we're $55 million in and we've seen 15 minutes of footage. Wow. We have nothing for our money. We have nothing. We don't even have enough to do a fucking promo coming winter 2025 or anything, right?
Yeah.
So they do this investigation on this dude. In May of 2025, he got arrested. So he was arrested this last May. He spent upwards of $52 to $55 million. $52 to $55 million of the money he got from Netflix. Now, mind you, it's $44 million plus a secondary payment of $11 million for a $55 million total that was supposed to be for production value and filming. So they're estimating that he spent at least $52 million of this $55 million they gave him.
That's a lot of hookers and blow, man.
It is a lot of hookers and blow. On personal luxury items, failed stock and cryptocurrency investments, and surprise, drugs. His wife divorces him in this time because he refuses. She has tried to do interventions for like 2019, 2020, 2021. She tries all these interventions. He's just like, you're out of your mind. I'm not crazy. I know where the virus came from. I know he's real.
I can handle my hookers and blow.
That's
you can't.
Right. He buys drugs, man, that are stimulants. Amphetamines and dexamphetamine. So they're both stimulants and they're used primarily for ADHD, which, surprise, surprise, he doesn't tell anybody he's got ADHD until he's in hot fucking water. Where's our money? Where's our product? Right. And then it's, I've got ADD. That's why I'm having problems. But this drug is used primarily for ADHD, which anybody who knows anything about ADD or ADHD, you can use caffeine to help regulate your mood a little bit because you get hyper focused and it just calms you down. It doesn't make you, it doesn't make you sleep, but it calms you down. It levels you out. And then of course, but it's also used for obesity, eating disorders, and narcolepsy, which he now claims to all have. Which he could have, but I find it highly suspicious that he's not claiming any of this until after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I do cocaine so that I can work longer, so that I can get more money, so that I can do more cocaine.
Yes, Charlie, that is correct. So he goes to trial. He's found guilty on all 7 charges. He is facing up to 90 years in prison. because he got 1 count of wire fraud, which is up to 20 years. He got 1 count of money laundering, which carries up to 20 years. And he got 5 counts of monetary transactions of an unlawful activity. And each of those carry 10 years. So a lot of people think he's going to get a way reduced sentence from that. And who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, who really knows? He won't get his sentencing until April. Right? So then I just went, so I'm scratching my head going, here this guy is. He defrauds Netflix out of all this money. And then Warner Brothers Discovery announces in June 2025, we are separating our company into 2 entities.
Okay.
And it was like, I didn't realize they'd announced it in June 25. Obviously, we're not in the trade yet, so we don't know. But Warner Brothers Discovery Film and TV Studios, that's going to include like HBO Max, that houses the DC universe and the Harry Potter universe. That's one side of it. And then the other side is like their cable channels, like CNN, TNT, all that. So $82.7 billion is what Netflix at this time is planning on buying Warner Brothers Discovery for. And they're doing that between a cash and between a cash deal and a stock deal. So it's mixed deal. Okay. So it's like, fair. Yeah, it's like $72 billion is going to be cash. The other 10.7 billion or whatever is going to be stock options. Because the intent apparently here and the ideology here, because Warner Brothers, they're done. I guess they want to be done. They want to move on. Okay. So that's why first of all, they're separating everything so that they can really focus on one or the other. But it kind of sounds like the owners are just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm ready to retire. Because it's a lot to keep it going because you have movie theaters closing down left and right. So you've got no real drive for movies. You can do the rent at home movies, which some people will do. But most people are like, fuck that. I'm already paying $100 a month for all my different streaming services. I'll wait till it comes out for free. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So Warner Brothers announced it in June 2025 and they put it out there that that's what they wanted to do. They got everything, their details as far as how they wanted to separate it. In December 2025, Netflix says, haha, we're buying it. Now, I know Paramount Plus has kind of swooped in and they're like, we want to buy this. And it's just like, I'm not sure what to think about it because their offer was like half of Netflix's because they're like, we'll give you $40 billion now. We ain't got to give you no stock option. We'll give you $40 billion. I guarantee you'll get that $40 billion in cash because, when you're talking about deals this big, there's lots of like little things that have to happen. Yeah. So you got to get approval from the government for deals this big and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. And what's funny about it is Paramount's like, no, you need to take our offer into consideration. Now I did, and I'm going to wipe my ass with it. Yeah. So they're still, Paramount's still trying to dig in there, but right now the plans are, according to Warner Brothers Discovery, the plans is that Netflix is going to be buying them. So the ideology behind that is the film and TV libraries are going to combine so that each consumer on each end of it will get higher quality. Because you'll get more classics. Yeah. You'll get more like can you imagine Stranger Things being available on an HBO Max library? I was going to say with the HBO budget. Yeah. Well, that's what a terrible time to be ending it, you think. But yeah, if you take the Warner Brothers film studios, because right now when stuff's made through Netflix, they either hire out film studios to do it, or like pretty much I think like Stranger Things uses a few different studios to record on in a few different areas. So can you imagine if they go, we have a whole fucking film studio. Not only that, but we have access to, once we have all this, we have access to the UK film studio if we want. And they could actually literally put out like they could take Stranger Things and move it forward in time all they wanted. They could do whatever they want with that universe. They could do a whole new series on the Upside Down and Vecna's time in there, but that's not the point. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So, the deal's going to take 12 from the start of the deal, which is December 2025, till the end of the deal is going to take anywhere from 12 to 18 months because all the regulators have to make sure that these are fair offers, that these are legitimate offers, and it has not been monopolized in such a way. It's been a fair competitive market.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sorry, offering, I think it was a total of 40 million in cash and then like 40 million in stock options. I know that if I'm selling the company, I'm going to take the 72 million in cash and be like, or 72 billion.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take the 72 billion in cash. You know what I'm saying?
I think this isn't really an issue as far as like monopoly. If it was Disney doing this,
yeah,
there would be a much bigger pushback, and that's probably why they haven't even, from what I've heard at least, not even bothered. Although they could do it by removing things like the sports, because that was one of the things that held them back before, was this getting the sports specifically.
I mean,
yeah.
ESPN was a huge purchase for Disney. And I'll tell you what, as much as I wanted to be able to watch football and watch the, foosball, as much as I wanted to be able to watch all the Seahawks games, win, lose, or draw, I went, when they told me how much my bundle was going to be to include ESPN, I went,
lick my balls.
Lick my chocolate salty balls and put them in your mouth, because the offer they sent to me was $47.95 a month. I'm like, bitch, do I have a JOB where I can afford to pay that? No, I don't. I'm still looking for work at this point. What the fuck, man? Anyways, then I got another offer, and it was just like for 1 year only like $30, but still, I'm like, to be able to watch football, I'll just catch the highlight reels on like YouTube or something if I want.
Or watch it on fucking Amazon.
I don't have Amazon though.
Oh, you don't have
Remember,
one.
I fired them. My partner has Amazon though, but even then they don't have the same of everything. It's not the same.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah. So then of course my brain goes, well, we just talked about Derry. Deadlights. We just talked about the end of season 1, right? So they still have no conclusive decision whether there will be a Derry season. Everybody's sure it's going to happen. Everybody's sure it's going to happen. They don't know when they're going to start filming. Everybody's just waiting to see what's going to happen. And it's the hurry up and wait game. And I'm sorry, we're not the United Kingdom where we put out seasons every 4 fucking years. Do you know how much it drove me insane to watch the Sherlock Holmes? And it took like 8 years to get 4 seasons. And I was just like, and then there was only 4 episodes per season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you out of your ever-loving mind? Sherlock, like, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really, really, really loved that banter between Benedict Cumberbatch and I think his name is Michael Freeman.
I don't know.
Now I got to look it up. Son of a biscuit eater.
Did you watch the Enola Holmes?
I've seen Enola Holmes 1, and then every time I go to watch another Enola Holmes, new Stranger Things comes out. So I haven't watched 2 or 3 yet. I know that Martin Freeman, didn't even have to look it up. Martin Freeman is his name. He played Bilbo Baggins in that guy.
In The Hobbit?
In The Hobbit says, it's a Hobbit says. Yeah,
I suppose it did the same actor play Bilbo in The Lord of the Rings?
I don't think so.
I would guess not, because he's much, much older in The Lord of the Rings than...
Yeah, no, Martin Freeman,
not to be confused with Morgan Freeman.
that is correct. He plays Everett Ross. He plays Agent Everett Ross in the MCU. So he's the Francesca Allegra, whatever, the bad lady from Thunderbolts. It's his ex-wife.
Yeah.
In Wakanda Forever, there's this great scene between him and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. It's fantastic. Anyways, did you see Captain America: Civil War?
Yes.
So he was in that one. He was in the Black Panther. He was the white agent who got Michael B. Jordan and Claus, the guy who played Claus. He jumped in front and he protected Shuri, and not Shuri. What the hell was his wife's name? What was Black Panther's wife's name? What was her name?
No, I don't remember.
His girlfriend. I just know it's... Anyways. So he plays Ross. He's in the MCU. He gets hurt. He gets taken to Wakanda, and they save his back, and that's where he meets Shuri.
Okay.
So yeah, he's fantastic. Anyways. So...
Fantastic. Mr. Bombastic.
Right, Mr. Lover. So there's lots of things up in the air, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you've got the Harry Potter TV show that they announced, and of course, Welcome to Derry came out, and they're still predicting the directors, the writers, and everybody is like, oh no, we still plan to do 3 seasons, and we're going to work back because is supposedly going to end up being all about the history of Robert Bob Gray.
Yeah.
Right? Bob Gray, and like what he did when he took the mantle. So I'm sure what they're probably going to try to show in like 35 and then in 08 are probably going to end up being like Bob's descent into madness to what we know as it is now.
Okay.
Like he's probably going to have that mental mind struggle or whatever. And I think the precursor for that happening is just the simple fact that during the show, he's just like, what is everybody crying about? Anyways, you had seen it, but you won't watch it because it's too meh for you. Anyways, they don't expect to have an answer on every show, but they still plan that the Harry Potter... Harry Potter...
At least you didn't say Harry Twatter.
No thanks. Oh, floss when I have dessert.
Do you know how to get rid of pubic hair? Spit it out.
I usually do.
That was a dad joke the other day on Yeah Mad, I think it was. Yeah.
Oh my god. So there's that thing where it's just like Netflix themselves sees the possibilities of expanding all these different universes.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand how they're going to do that if Stranger Things is ending, other than create more universe or create miniseries or whatever. And then, of course, they're looking at Welcome to Derry. Look, Bill Skarsgård has yet to do a TV show for more than 3 seasons. He does not like to be pinned down. He doesn't like to be pigeonholed. He's like, I like to do these characters and move on to something new.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, Bill, Dresden Files is coming. I'm just saying. But by the time that comes, he's going to be not of the age if they're going to start it at the beginning of the book series.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I mean,
you can evolve.
Well, for one thing, CG works. Also, fucking brains mush. God damn it.
You need some candy, little boy.
Yeah. No, makeup.
Right. Well, yeah. I don't know. First, I want to see what's going to happen with this Netflix thing, and we're not talking about Stranger Things yet because I'm still not happy about them finalizing it. Doesn't matter. But I am interested to see what's going to happen with this Harry Potter TV series because I actually just saw a picture of the kids that were cast as Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Okay, so it's going to be actually Harry Potter, not like prequel or afterwards or anything like that.
It is going to be Harry Potter TV show, and it's going to start when he's 11. And here's the thing, you're not going to like it.
I mean, we already have the fucking movie, so why do more of the exact same thing? It'd be much more interesting if they went elsewhere in the world. I mean, even so like fucking, because there's a bunch of other schools that are basically the same as Hogwarts. So why not do those? I mean, this would be a perfect opportunity to make Harry Potter a black woman. in her 40s.
Well, they're going to make Hermione what appears to be a interracial child.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why I said, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's going to make you mad. What I thought when I saw that picture was, as cute as little buttons as these actors look, I went, Hermione's not, either this girl is mixed, and I don't mean like black and white. I mean, she looks like maybe she's Indian and white. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not really good at that. You would know. You'd look at it and be like, oh yeah, she's a Hadroon or something like that. Yeah. I don't see that. What I do see is a girl who's supposed to be a reddish, ruddy, blonde child. Well, Hermione's never had black hair, and Hermione's never been darker than you.
Yeah.
So I don't, but I know because of how you feel about, use your brain, bitch. And there's so many diverse characters they have. They could have done Hogwarts School of Wizardry without doing Harry Potter himself. It could have been about his It could have been about like 40 of his classmates.
Also, they could have done one about his parents' generation.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting thing. And like I said, they could do them in different fucking schools. It didn't have to be Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of other ones.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be great if they did, like, if they went back and they actually, like you said, did his parents. That'd be fantastic, because I would love to see R.I.P. Alan Rickman, but I would love to see a young Snape, a young, Harry Potter, and a young Lily. I don't even remember what her last name is, because Petunia is remarried, and so I don't know what her last name is.
A young Hagrid, maybe even.
Yes.
A young Dumbledore.
Well, and that's the thing, that like you've got, I think John Lithgow is who they have slated to play Dumbledore. Now, I get that John Lithgow is in his 70s, but he doesn't look nearly old enough for what we read is what Dumbledore looks like. So, I mean, again, like you said, CGI, makeup, whatever. I don't know. I think it would be great if they had went that route. If they had went to his history of his family, or do like the time allows now, because now would be the time he's got 2 children in Hogwarts school.
Yeah, they could do the children of.
Yeah, he's got James and Albus. Yeah. He's got his 2 boys in school. Ron and Hermione have got their girl in school. I mean, like you could, especially like the Cursed Child. I read the Cursed Child play, and they literally could have done a complete season before that and built up to the Cursed Child, then done the Cursed Child over 1 season, and then the aftermath as they grow.
Yeah.
But there's something that part of me wonders if they do this because they're like, oh, all these people love Harry, all these millennials, all these Gen Xers, they all love Harry Potter. So we want to draw in more money, more crowds. So we're just going to keep it around that because we know that's what hits.
I mean, you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't. So many fandoms are always looking for the same thing over and over again. I think we talked about this with music.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we want you to put out the last album. We want you to redo the Black Album for the next 50 fucking years.
Right.
And so I kind of get studios when they're leery of doing something different.
Right.
Because, like I said, everybody wants you to do your last best hit.
Right.
And then if you put out a new one, like let's look at the Star Wars, you put out a new set of them and everybody hates them, right? Whereas if you would have just remade the last ones, they probably still would have fucking hated them.
So, well, I think like I think what it is that people forget life evolves. Here's the thing, and this is the lesson we need to teach people with entertainment, music, movies, books. Life evolves. People do not live forever. I mean, I imagine he's going to kill Dresden off by the time we get to the end of that. Or he's going to put it to where, Dresden and whomever, I'm not going to say, Dresden ends up being basically like Michael Carpenter. He's served his purpose. Now he can go live his life in peace. Mm-hmm. So Spoiler alert. Oops. So I don't know. The thing with the Netflix buying the HBO Max and all that is that, still HBO Max, Warner Brothers Discovery is still who they are. They are filming the Harry Potter right now over in the UK. Because that's where it's based off of. That's where they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's not like, here's the thing for me. Do an original, it's fine to reference Harry Potter, right? Because he's so synonymous with the wizarding world and he who shall not be named. They could have went and done an entire Voldemort series.
Yeah.
They could have done grade, his birth year of from 11 years old to 17 when he goes off and becomes the Dark Lord. They could have done that, but at least it would have been something different.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is if people don't start learning creativity and learning there's differences, we're going to be stuck with
Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog's Day or Wall-E happening, where we're so complacent about everything and we've put the trust of imagination and life into the hands of machines. We're all going to weigh 800 pounds and be carted around on a ship deck while we wait to come back to Earth because we were too fucking lazy to mow our own lawns.
A hover platform.
Yeah.
I'm also considering like the director, the producer, and all the people, all the actors
right
involved in this project.
Right.
They got some fucking big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I would personally want to be involved in a project like that because of the negative repercussions.
Yeah.
There's a big upside, but there's a bigger downside.
Yeah.
Because just like with the Star Wars movies, so many people were disappointed that it is fucking...
I'm telling
it's
you.
worse that they put out these things and everybody, well, not everybody hated them, but so many people disliked them.
Yeah.
That it basically made everybody who was involved in them less. Like, I don't know.
Like, I agree with you. If I was one of the actors in that show, I'd be like, there's no way I want to be Professor Sprout because that actress was that way. And I don't have that hoity-toity attitude in me. It's really hard. You can be a good actor, but you can tell actors who don't have that in them how just, ugh. It's just like, why even put the scene in? Because it's a crappy scene because art thou, you know what I mean? Like, like, there's some people who can't do Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like somebody going, hark, what light through yonder window breaks? It's just like, shut the fuck up. I wouldn't want to. Oh, look, it's Juliet and the east is the sun. Whatever. I remembered it all. I used to repeat it every single day just to have something in my brain. Because it's something I learned so long ago. It's good brain connections to have that.
Yeah.
What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east and Juliet is the sun. There you go.
Yeah. I was thinking of the epic rap battle, Dr. Seuss versus the poet.
Usually when you say epic rap battle, I go, the Easter Bunny. But
Genghis Khan versus the Easter Bunny.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens because I love the possibility that if you take Netflix, who has become very notorious for hearing these ideas, the Duffer Brothers. Okay, yes, it has a pull and an influence from Stephen King and Stephen King's world.
Yeah.
There's no getting around it. But
and all the other type of that similar fiction from that time period.
Yeah, most of it is Stephen King. They've said he's a huge influence for them, and that's great. But the fact is that they've went, but what if? And they did what if right. Because it's not like when you look at Derry, Maine is just, I don't want to ever go to Maine. I would never take that job offer that was presented to me through that one company because Maine just sounds fucked up, period.
I don't know, man. It seems pretty cool.
I don't know. I've read enough Stephen King to know that maybe not. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with this deal if Netflix ends up getting it, because again, it's a 12 to 18 month process. As far as Warner Brothers Discovery is concerned, Netflix will be the new owner of that side of it, because their film and TV is one side and then their cable connections is the other.
Okay.
So who knows? You'll probably end up getting, Netflix going right here, and then you'll probably get that Oracle owner. His name is Larry something. He's an investor. He's part of the Paramount Plus team.
Okay.
Maybe he will buy CNN, just maybe he will buy that side of things. Who knows? But I think it'll be interesting because again, you'll have studios on at least 2 continents that they'll be working with. That's just built right in, and it's amazing because they also already have, Warner Discovery already has, lineup of great artists that they've worked with and they're notorious for working with. Yeah. So, we'll see where it goes. We'll see what it'll end up being. I would not be, I honestly wouldn't be surprised either way if in 6 months Netflix went, wow, you guys have really gone downhill. You spend a lot of money for, the risk reward isn't here. This is a zero sum game. How will we give you $1 a share for it? It wouldn't surprise me, just simply for the fact that they rely heavily, it seems, on niche things, little niche things. There doesn't seem to be, in my experience, what I've seen on HBO Max, there doesn't seem to be an appealing wide variety of things. There's a lot of DC, there's a lot of Turner Classics, but there's not a whole ton of stuff that interests me. I mean, but hey, that's me. I mean, they have a lot of serial killer stuff, so that's a big plus.
The Duffer Brothers need to make a Secret World television series. That would be awesome.
And Secret World is one of the RPG pen and paper games?
It was originally a MMO, but yeah, it's also a pen and paper RPG.
What if the Duffer Brothers did the new Harry Dresden TV series? That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because he's such a smart ass. You know what I'm saying? and then we could probably get Finn Wolfhard to be a very young Harry. And I really think with his height, his looks, I really think he's a good fit. Because you're missing out on the part where he's very hawkish. He's very thin.
Yeah.
For most of it. And you're like, I don't care. I like Bill Skarsgård better. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what this Carl Rinsch guy, what he gets for sentencing. Because how the fuck are you going to pay back $52 to $55 million? And at least 11 million of it's due back. So he's going to have to release all of the film.
Yeah, he's
honestly, he bought, where's my thing? It's over there. 5 Rolls Royces.
What? Why do you fucking need 5?
5 Rolls Royces.
Don't even need one.
5 Rolls Royces, right? We're part of it.
Fucking crackhead.
He spent money on, hold on, I want to make sure I get this right. He spent $439,000 supposedly on a handmade mattress for this mystery night or whatever this sci-fi show is that he was talking about doing for Netflix. And their response was, in TV shows and movies, you're not often showing off mattresses. Most of the time you have sheets and blankets on that, even if they're in a disarray. Why would anybody in their right mind spend $439,000 on a mattress and claim that it is production?
Was he claiming it for production value?
That is correct.
It was actually part of a P. Diddy freak off.
I think so. I'm pretty so
on fucking what's his name's island.
I think so there. Because the stock and cryptocurrency scheme that he ran, he said that was all part of research for fucking the Netflix for his show, and like the drugs were to help him stay focused, and the Rolls Royces were for production values, although they're not anywhere in a sci-fi thing whatsoever. $439,000 on that was the kicker.
On a bed?
That was the kicker. Not a bed, on a mattress, a single mattress.
Man, that thing better make you fucking pass out and nut as soon as you sit on that shit.
That's the handmade or not.
You lay down on there and you're like, oh,
right.
And then you fucking fall asleep. That's what needs to happen if that's how fucking expensive that shit is.
Handmade or not, there are tons of handmade jewelry out there that don't even cost that much.
Yeah.
That look better than a stained bed. But that's the thing is, here's the big thing about it is, where are all these things? Mm-hmm. Because you bought it for production, which means you have to have it stored somewhere.
My wife took it when she divorced me.
Something happened. I don't know. We'll see what happens between Netflix and who buys HBO, or if they renege on the whole thing. I don't know. To me, there's two sides of it, and the possibilities are endless as far as I can tell. Because a lot of the original content now on HBO Max, and there's nothing wrong with it, mm-hmm. but a lot of it is content we've already seen, and a lot of it's like gritty, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Swear ninja, cocksucker.
I actually saw. So they have the Superman, directed by James Gunn, with David Corns. God, I'm afraid you're going to hit me right now. I just saw a trailer for the new Superman that has David Cornsweet, who replaced Henry Cavill.
The man,
the myth, the legend, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he's making his own space for me, so fuck DC, right?
Yeah.
But so I watched this trailer and I'm like, I think if you liked Guardians of the Galaxy, I think you mm-hmm. actually might like it, because it had that same feel to it as Guardian of the Galaxy did, where it was somewhat serious, somewhat funny, because there's this one spot and Lois looks over him and she goes, "You have a dog?" And he's like, "Yeah." She goes, "And you named him Spot?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's a dog." And the dog looks at her like, "The fuck's your problem?" So I'm probably going to watch that in the near future too.
Mm.
I know.
He's no mouse.
We have to stop doing that. We might as well just retitle this whole podcast the Harry Dresden #1 fan clubs.
He's not even an Oberon.
Oberon.
That's the dog from the Iron Druid Chronicles.
Okay, that's something I have read. You say Oberon and I immediately go to Game of Thrones.
Oberon is also the name of the king of the Sidhe for the Summer Court, I do believe.
I don't know. I only know about
King
Tatiana.
of the Fae, sorry. King of the Fae.
I only know about Tatiana.
Yeah, he's not mentioned in the Dresden Files as far as I know.
Then don't talk about him. Messing my brain up. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm kind of interested to see what's going to develop, because I don't think it's a monopoly, personally, if...
Yeah, no.
Because, Netflix pretty much hires out their studios and hires out their directors. They don't have their own necessary space. They
also, more importantly, Disney is still fucking...
the biggest.
Yeah, so they still wouldn't...
Can you imagine whoever's like, can you imagine as soon as this was announced and Disney had just done Hulu and ESPN, right? And Pixar, they've got all this. And all of a sudden Warner Brother goes, and we've got DC. Can you imagine the hair pulling that happened at Disney going, if we wouldn't have got ESPN, we could have had DC and the MCU forever.
I mean, I think that was already part of them. It just wasn't obvious. Mm-hmm. And they had kind of segregated it off. I'm pretty sure that it was already part of them back when they initially set up the Disney Plus.
Are you talking about DC?
No, Hulu and ESPN.
They had an agreement where they could stream through each other. Like they gave ESPN and Hulu another streaming platform, but now Disney owns them all.
Okay.
Like as far as that side of it goes, if my understanding's correct, but it probably isn't. But yeah, you've been able to you were able to start streaming Hulu after the first year of Disney Plus, and then like a year and a half after Disney Plus was ESPN. Because I originally had a bundle that included ESPN, but the reason why I canceled that bundle was because I could never get it to fucking load. It was nothing but There are some days now I can't get Disney Plus to load, even on an updated server. It's just like, we're having technical difficulties. I literally had 3 months where I couldn't get Disney to load for more than 2 hours a day. And I was getting very mad because it was during a period of time where I was rewatching all my Avengers stuff, and I wasn't working a whole lot. And now I'm so disgusted by Marvel Zombies and all the shenanigans. I'm just like, ugh. I mean, like, I had planned to watch many of these different shows, and then I didn't. And it's fine. I'd rather read. It's better for my brain anyways.
Sure.
Anyways. So we'll see. I can't wait to see what this guy gets sentenced with, because I'm just like, I feel the worst for Keanu Reeves because it's his personal money that, I mean, the guy, Keanu Reeves has gobs of money. He's not wrapped up into money. That's not his thing.
Yeah.
So.
And I assume that given his kind of personality that he's done really well investing.
I would hope so. I mean, for a guy who on the John Wick 1, when it wrapped up, he bought all the production team, like a whole bunch of stuff. I'd imagine he's done well, but I think what it is
he didn't buy them all Rolexes or some shit.
I thought it was motorcycles or something. I don't know.
I know he did that one time, but I think he did Rolexes also.
Probably. The thing about Keanu Reeves, I think that a lot of people forget is at the end of the day, yes, he's good people. There are more homeless out there with stories that going, Keanu Reeves bought me lunch one day. And then there's photos to back it up. And it's not like opportune photos like it was set up. You can see he's kind of out of the way and like trying to like not be known for who he is. And, I mean, I'm super happy for the guy. His career has this massive longevity. We'll have to do a Keanu Reeves day or something. Yeah. Because we love that guy.
I mean, we already did a Ryan Reynolds one.
No, we didn't, because that never aired, so it didn't happen. Because that was like sugar high hell.
Anyways.
Robin Williams. Oh, R.I.P. dude.
R.I.P., yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is awesome.
Ryan Reynolds is a fantastic actor.
He is great. Him and Keanu are two of the best, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth is pretty good, too.
Especially if you want Ryan Reynolds in your movie.
I mean, there's a price for everything, and he'll tell you what it is. So I'm interested to see what's going to, it'll be a few months, but we'll figure out what's going to happen with this guy. Hopefully there's a way for him. Like, there's no way for him to sell everything and give back the money because he I read like 6 articles and they were all saying the same thing where he's just like, those are mine. I bought that with my money, not with their money. Their money's all wrapped up in production. The 6 hours you have filmed that you can't do anything with? Fuck off.
I mean, maybe 6 years worth of his urine will give back all the drugs. But
Charlie Sheen needs to go do an intervention for this guy.
Winning
with Tiger Blood. Anyways, I want to see what's going to happen because I think it's going to open up a lot of possibilities as far as the Duffer Brothers maybe becoming one of their contract directors.
Yeah.
Because, but the Duffer Brothers also have made enough money now and paid their dues over the last 10 years where they can go,
now we're just going to do projects that we want. Oh, wait, that's what we've been doing for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But seriously, though, Duffer Brothers, Secret World, check it out.
Anyways, I can't wait to see what happens. I'm wondering how this fallout's going to happen between this Netflix purchase and this still, like, it's one of the first times where somebody has been convicted of defrauding a company like that.
Yeah.
And it's an embarrassing thing. That's the thing about it is they got played. And former employees who were part of that, who got played, like former executives who worked there, they got played big time because they tried to argue back and forth. And it was just like, they're still like, he was a liar. And I tried to tell people because people lost jobs over this.
Yeah.
Because, people went against him and said bullshit. And then not too many years after, they're like, like people are gone.
I fucking told you. You would have listened to me.
There's lots of people who feel very justified and vindicated going, I told you he was dirty. And his ex-wife's like, I loved him, but I told you he was dirty. So, I mean, I don't know. I want to know what the fallout's going to be. And I'm kind of wondering if everything is going to have to be forfeited to Netflix. And then ultimate dream, right? It has to be something kind of interesting in theory for Keanu Reeves to say, I would back that with my money.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be. Either that or Keanu Reeves got high one night with him and
and they were both yelling, hookers and blow.
Charlie Sheen invited him over to a party one day.
They were partying with Charlie.
He's like, let's look at the other side of the menu, gentlemen. No, I don't believe. I do believe Keanu Reeves. I mean, I would believe it if he was just like, yes, I do peyote once a month as a spiritual real. I wouldn't. I mean, I really don't care. As long as it's not hookers and blow. I don't think his wife would appreciate that.
Probably not.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. I can't wait to see what the results are, but we got to wait for it because I want to see this battle. I want to keep seeing Paramount come out and going, well, I can get you $50 billion now, cash. Still does not beat $72 billion. I'm not sure what they don't understand about that.
Yeah.
Billions. They're arguing about billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Warner Brothers is going, yep, keep on fighting, boys.
And like tens of billions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, can you imagine if Musk threw his hat in the ring, but like, fuck it!
I'm going into television.
I'm doing it live. I'm doing it that way.
And you can only watch it if you fucking buy my satellite. Fucking.
You gotta pay your $100 a month to be on X. You gotta buy only access through Starlink. Go ahead, Musk. Buy HBO. Netflix will be the biggest thing. It'll be Disney and Netflix arguing.
What if he made it so that if you had Starlink, you automatically got a free HBO subscription?
Well, you know, no.
That might be awesome, actually.
He'd be like, okay, buy Starlink and the monthly subscription, which is like $100 a month, I think.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know how much the base unit is, right? But we'll throw in HBO Max. Okay, maybe, but only if you throw in you get an hour a week to talk to Bill Skarsgård. Yes, then I would be down.
Bill's like, what are you fucking people, crazy ass people, signing me up for?
He's like telling his he's telling his support team, Dagda and Jen, blacklist them. They're not allowed to come on set ever.
Send the men in black.
No, it's okay. Will Smith, you stay home. You got business to take care of on that Red Table Talk.
Wow. There was an entanglement.
There was an oh, there's an entanglement there somewhere.
Somebody got cucked and it wasn't Jada. I'm sorry, Will.
I'm sorry, Netflix. At least Netflix is going to get some kind of retribution. I mean, because they kind of did get cucked. I mean, the guy was just like, come on, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
they got cucked by hookers and blow.
Thank you, Charlie Sheen, for setting the standard. Charlie's going to sit there and listen. He'd be like, you know what, Dagda? You're welcome. Okay, we're way beyond the time.
All right.
Have a great day, you guys.
Yes. Later.
Bye. Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.